Alright, so welcome to circuit number 15. This is our second last circuit in the SparkFun Inventors Kit Guide series I'm running here. This one is going to use this guy right here. This is an LCD panel. LCD stands for liquid crystal display. So you can basically display kinds of output, words, numbers, stuff from whatever you want. So I always recommend taking this thing off. I hate the plastic things on electronics like that, so take it off, make it look nice. Alright, so we'll put that here. We've got here about 16 wires, and then we've got this back from one of our earlier circuits, the potentiometer. So this guy will just allow us to control the contrast on the LCD screen there. So, you know, different light conditions, you might need it to be a little bit darker or not. So that's just a little adjustment knob basically. So yeah, I will set up this circuit. Let's see how it looks. Well, here we are with the whole circuit built. Again, these later circuits are taking lots of wires into account, so just put them all in the right place. The LCD panel is very easy to put in. The pins are all spaced, just plop it right down. So yeah, that's good. We are going to plug this in and head on over to the IDE. Here's example circuit number 15 loaded up in the IDE. And the beginning goes into a whole bunch of control about the LCD panel. I'll let you read through that yourself. We'll get into the program. This part is the most useful thing. Just like in an earlier program we had with our servo, we need to include this library here. So someone has written the controls for the LCD display. We just include the library and we can use a bunch of commands to make our lives a lot easier. So the first thing we need to do is set up the LCD display with the pins that we're using to control it. And then in our setup, this LCD begin basically says that we're using 16 characters in 2 lines, so 8 and 8 I guess you could say. Then we're going to clear out the display and we're going to print this hello world. So that will be on it the whole time because we have it in the setup there. Okay, and we're not going to write over that at all. What we're going to do in our loop is set our cursor to the next row position. So not line 0 but line 1, and then at the first space. And what we're going to print there is the number of milliseconds that have passed since basically the program started. So actually not the number of milliseconds, but the number of seconds. We're going to convert the milliseconds to seconds. So it'll just keep refreshing and counting with each loop. And basically until you reset it or re-upload the program or whatever you want to do, and it'll just keep a count. So let's verify and upload and take a look at our LCD. Alright, I've just loaded the program and it's running away here, but as you can see on the screen, there's nothing to see. So what we need to do is adjust it with the potentiometer here. There we go. So I think you can see that. It says, hello world, right? And here, a count of the number of seconds that have passed. Pretty easy, right? So that's pretty awesome. You can use that, if you noticed in some of our other programs, we've been using the serial monitor to display some output. This allows you to not have to lug a big computer around. You can just display your status information and stuff like that here. So that's pretty handy, I would say. Yeah, so you can include that in a bunch of your circuits if you're building a robot, you know, like a little status display or messages to users. That's pretty awesome. So we only have one more circuit left. We'll see you in circuit number 16.